We kept you waiting for far too
Yes,
long, Eagles
sir.
Nation. Welcome to
Let's
Broad
go.
Street, you mother humpers. Woo!
Week one, let's
Eagles Nation, Eagles Nation.
Yay!
Woo! Well, you know what? Before we start off the show, I gotta do this. Hit the theme song, you mother.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
That's more like it
Yes,
now.
sir.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Broad Street Eagles Nation. Welcome to episode 52, and welcome to the 2022 Week 1 edition of the Birds of Broad Street. I am your host of the most, the man of the hour, your boy Mizzy Miss Cool Cat Con YouTube representing the Bizzers. We got some special guests joining us on Broad Street. Salute to everybody in the chat. Happy related birthday to my partner, one half of Cool Cat Mr. Podcast, MK Miss Kowalski.
How's everyone doing? Thank you for the birthday wishes. It means everything. And my studio's getting cleaned up, so I'm in the basement right now. But let's get right into it.
Yes,
Man, happy
sir. Yes,
birthday,
sir.
bro.
We got my
you.
brother D Gifted in the building. What up, D?
What up, man? What up, man? I'm coming in here chilling, vibing. You see, I got my reliever going. So, hey, I'm ready to chill out, talk some birds, man.
Yes, sir. We got the two people that host the Shakedown Podcast. First
No,
time on
wait,
Broad Street,
wait,
King
wait,
DB in the
wait,
building.
wait,
What
wait,
up,
wait,
King?
wait. Cat Daddy, you done got the wrong
Yizzo,
show.
Yizzo, Yizzo. What's going on, everybody, man? You know, it's my
You done
first
got the wrong
time,
show,
man.
Cat Daddy.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it, man. It's the Showdown podcast, by the way, cool cast. The Showdown podcast. Shakedown.
I'm sorry, my bad. My bad.
I was
It's all
laughing.
right,
I was
man.
like, what the
It's
hell?
You know, we
Shout
on
out to
your
Joey
platform,
Shaken
man.
500.
I'm
Play-
sorry. The
Play
Showdown
F up too.
Podcast.
Play F up too. I got you. But no, just ready to talk the Eagles. Ready to get with this week 1. Get ready to see where everybody's mind's at with the whole thing and everything. Let's get to it, man.
Yep. The other half of the Showdown Podcast, my brother JC Sports Talk in the building. What up, Jay?
Hey, first of all, happy birthday, Mitch. I like to say happy birthday to Mitch. Happy birthday, my brother. But anyway, let's get this shit on, man. F this. Hey, all season, I've been calm, trying to be realistic about the Philadelphia Eagles, but tonight is the night where I
Yeah.
unleash on everybody. And shout out to my boy Rick Ross over there. Rick Ross, him right there. Hey, whoever that is right there. Yo, I'm in the who this guy right here? Wait.
I believe his name is Trigger. One
Yeah.
half of
Hey,
Birds of the
yo,
Mind, the aftermath.
nigga,
Backed
Rick
by
Ross.
Popular Demand
Hey.
on Broad
Yes,
Street.
sir.
OTR with the beard. Damn. Oh,
Yeah.
OTR one Trigger Trey. Ricky Rose rock.
Ross.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This beard just popped up out of nowhere. I don't even know where it came from. I'm like,
What have you done to Trigger?
Oh, he's
Who
finally
are you and
mature.
what you done to Trigger?
Great job,
I
buddy.
don't know, man. I feel
I've been trying to
mature
grow my
now.
shit like that for a hell.
I feel real mature now, man. I don't know what's
I
going on.
know. Who are you and what you done to Trigger Trey? Okay. The owner of Bird Game Nation Sports Media, the man of 1,000 shows, Jalen freaking Hurts, #1 fan, BG31.
Let's get it, guys. Y'all already know I've been hyped all off season, and now the season's here. We're less than 6 days away, and we're about to talk our shit.
About 4, 5, 6, 7.
Everybody be ready to talk some shit tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And if you wonder why I got this belt, there's only one reason why I got this belt out. Because no gain.
Hey, hey.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. We about to be at week 1, fellas. What? Hey, let's go act like it, gang. Yeah. Warm it up, though. You know what time it is. You know you on with. You know who you rocking with. It's your boy Philly Notion. Hey, Birds of Broad Street. Week 1, we coming at y'all. Hey, check the 4K. Hold on. Hey, Lambo, check. Ring, check. You know we all the way in there, gang. Listen, if y'all new to this channel, new to any of my brothers on this platform here, hey, y'all already know what to do. Go hit that subscribe. Y'all know how we coming. Listen, fellas. Hey, I don't know how y'all feeling, but hey, the Lions on the menu week 1. I know people told me not to sleep. This is about to be a fun episode today, gang. Let's go get it.
You grabbing the pillow, Notion? You grabbing the pillow?
Don't
Hey,
sleep,
hibernation.
Don't sleep.
Hibernation.
Don't sleep, Notion. Do not sleep.
Yes, sir. We will be talking about this game coming up. We're previewing this game from quarterbacks to wide receivers to the coaches, what we want to see, what we don't want to see. We're going to make our predictions. But first, just going to make y'all throw up. We got some breaking news today.
That's hideous.
That's hilarious.
I swear, this going to make y'all throw up. Jason Peters. It ain't Jason Kelsey, thank God. But Jason Peters is now a part of the street rat pack known as Dallas Cowboys. We're going to get this over with quick in a hurry because I don't even want to talk about the Cowboys until week 6. So, Notion Gang, what's your thoughts on it?
Hey, just immediate thoughts, man. Look, salute to the Cowboys for getting it done. It was a desperate move. We all know what it is.
Thanks.
I mean, it makes sense for their situation that they're in. I'm not going to come up here and hate on JP like he's all of a sudden trash bag, like he can't block nothing. We all know what it is. He's going to miss some games. I mean, but it was a understandable move that Dallas made. So, touche to Dallas for making the best move of the offseason.
Desperate move.
Desperation. Desperate as hell, brother.
This man
you
was
already
retired.
know. But at the same time, look, I wish JP the best throughout his career, except for on the 16th of October and on December 24th. I hope he gets smacked up. That's where it's at.
Yeah, BG.
Hey, man, the time is now. You know, I told you guys I love E-Rock's new video. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out.
I love you, right? That's my guy.
17-0. You know, his prediction was 17-0, and I believe it can happen. And I cannot wait to week 1 so we can start showing it. You know, Jalen Hurts MVP, Eagles balling out this year. Be ready.
Yep. Trey, your thoughts on Jason Peters joining the dark side?
I mean, Jason Peters got the right to go anywhere he wants, for real. I mean, the dude, he a legend. He a Philadelphia legend. Nobody's gonna remember him ever being a Dallas Cowboy, like ever. Like later on down the line in history, nobody's gonna ever remember it. So I'm fine with it. It's like Put him on the field. I want y'all to. Go ahead, stick him at that left tackle. Ooh, y'all gonna have a long day. I'm fine with it though.
Yep. Mitch.
It's hilarious at the end of the day. It's just like because the anticipation of it. I mean, we were waiting how long? 3-4 days, something like that. They were in talks. I'm like, does anyone know how much he's getting paid? Did they announce that? Like, I just want to
No,
know
they
how
didn't
much.
announce it yet.
I actually want to know how much he's getting paid for as a 40-year-old being an offensive lineman. I mean, it's just hilarious at the end of the day.
Yep. JC, your thoughts?
Damn. Okay. Since I have to say something about JP, all right. It's funny how the Cowboys fans want to say, "Oh, JP is X, Y, and Z. He was decent last year." There's a reason why the Philadelphia Eagles don't let good players go. So good luck, Godspeed, and we'll see y'all week 6.
Yep. DV.
I just recorded my video on my channel about this. JP signing with the Cowboys. Well, the Ops is what I call them, the Ops. I really believe that it was a desperate move by them. Also, it's his hometown, so of course he wants to be close. Getting up there in age that he don't want to travel much, so he wants to stay there. So all jokes aside, though, man, I'm just happy that he got his money. Somebody's willing to pay him and everything like that. But on my birthday, they got to come see us. That's all I'm saying. They got to come see us at the link. So let's get this dub at the link for me. So,
yes, sir.
Exactly. And D Gifted.
Man, honestly, I don't think he gonna be too productive with the Cowboys. The guy was basically retired, 40 years old. So I guess I can be happy that he getting paid because I support him like that. But other than that, I know he said he don't want to see him do good on the days that he play. I don't want the man to do good no days. Every day he out there, he need to be getting destroyed. He played for the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping Dak Prescott back finna get blown out all week. We ain't gotta worry about it. Cool cat, you talking about, man, look, I don't even like talking about the Cowboys. You don't want to talk about them till week 6. Man, we gonna be talking about the Cowboys every week because they the
Exactly. I know.
they the motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, people still believe in just on the strength that Dak Prescott is that guy. And
Exactly.
right now they offensive line is going through its struggles, and that's obvious when they do something so desperately, grabbing a man that's retired, a journeyman, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we trying to take over. So he ain't gonna do nothing, in my opinion. That's just where I stand on it.
But when you look at it though, real quick though, like what other options did they have? Like, I
Right.
mean,
They talking about Super Bowl or bust. So best believe they gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, go out there and grab some a star. You know what I mean? That's replacing another star. You know what I mean? So this is supposed to be Super Bowl or bust for the Cowboys or NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to
Yeah.
be, you know what I'm saying,
It's,
doing it. So.
exactly. But we talked about the Cowboys for far too long. Let's get to the real reason why we're on the show, and that's the reason why we're on the show today, Eagles Nation. That the Detroit Lions. So Cowboys, y'all can talk all you want. We will deal with your street rat pack butts when we see you, and that's a fact. Now let's talk about the Detroit Lions. Man, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be, well, I'm gonna just say it right here. We're going to blow them out. It's not even a fact. We're going to blow them out.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's the Detroit Lions. It's like I got
They at
all
home?
these.
It's the
I
first
got
game
all
of the
these.
season.
Well, what they got to stop our offense? I'm confident. I mean, sure, I can't be that confident, but I mean, what we did it last year. I mean, sure,
I mean, what's
it
a
didn't give
blowout
it
to you though? What's a blowout to
only.
you?
It's only because okay. only because the offense is better now than it was last year, because all we did was run the ball last year, which I hope happens. But now that we got A.J. Brown, I believe we're going to throw it more than run it. I hope not, but that's what I expect. And that'll add more points on the board. Defensively, with Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean, with Hassan Reddick and Kaiser White, with James Bradbury and C.J. Stout. Like, good luck to Jared Goff. I mean, he's going to have to throw. And sure, he got Swift and he got some good pieces. But man, good luck to Jared Goff. That's why I believe it. And again, if we do what we did last year, which is run the ball, I believe we do what we did last year, and that's blow them out. So that's what I believe. But again, I know what everybody going to say. What's that noise? I know what everybody going to say is any given Sunday, but like I said, it's Detroit Lions. If it was the Minnesota Vikings, I wouldn't be this confident. If it was the Cowboys, I wouldn't be so confident. Well, I would, but not this confident. If it was any other team other than the Detroit Lions, I would not be this confident. Blame the NFL.
Does anyone hear that?
That's your prediction.
Like popcorn popping.
Yeah, somebody got some popcorn popping right now. Sound like I don't know what's happening.
Someone at the movies. Is someone seeing No Way Home again?
No.
Because all I hear is popcorn.
Who's popping popcorn?
Put your mic on mute until you are ready to speak, and we'll figure it out.
Man, hey, listen. All right, can y'all hear me good? Am I selling popcorn business?
Yeah.
No popcorns? All right, cool. All right, look. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, this all sound good and everything, and me as being a fan of the Eagles, I got a right to sleep on the Lions. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I am all the way asleep, knocked out, hibernating on the Detroit Lions, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Listen, this Eagles team that I've seen constructed this offseason, we are way too talented to be falling short against the Detroit Lions. In my opinion, this needs to be a convincing win. And I'm saying convincing, you ask me, it should be at least by 10 plus points. Now, I'm going to give the Detroit Lions credit because I know that they got grit. They're going to come with some fight. They're not just going to come to lay down. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, listen, this Eagles team, in my opinion, is way too talented to be coming out here struggling against the Detroit Lions. If we lose to the Detroit Lions, that is going to give me a lot of answers I need to know about this team, this coaching staff, all of that. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, yes, I expect a convincing win from this Eagles organization. There's no excuse. I'm not starting off slow this year. We know what the team's strengths are. I've expected Jalen Hurts to take a lead. So, yes, I'm expecting a convincing win, fellas. And it is what it is. Call me crazy if y'all want to. I've been asleep on the Lions all off season. I'm going to stay asleep until somebody wake me up. So I got the Eagles handling this biz. I'm sure we're going to talk about scores in a little bit and all of that. But yes, Ocean is asleep on the Lions. AJ Hudson, or I said AJ Hudson. Adrian Hudson. Hey, they little middle linebacker, Rodrigo, all of it. I'm not worrying about none of that. We need to handle this business come week one. That's what I'm going to drop.
All right, hey, wait, stop. Please stop. All right, look, it's week one. Look, I hear what everybody's saying, but it's week one. If it was week 3, week 4, we saw what this team is about already. I can understand going in, dominating this team. We don't know what the Detroit Lions are about. Hard knocks or not. This is a whole different, completely team. Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles was the only team that blew this team out. So do you actually think that they're going to let us walk in their house and do the exact same thing?
Yeah.
Bruce Staley.
They ain't got no choice.
I don't give a damn. And look, check this out. Look, it's about pride. You cannot be on hard knocks all off season and come out and get your back blown out. You can't. Look, if you're going to win one game, it better be that goddamn first game. You've been on display all off season, Philly notion, my brother. I love you to death. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now, this ain't gonna be no blowout game. This gonna be a competitive game because both teams, Eagles, we don't know what offense we're gonna put out there, what defense we're gonna put out there. The Lions, we don't know what offense they're gonna put out there, what defense they're gonna put out there. This game is not gonna be a cakewalk. I expect us to win this game by at least 10 plus points. So I agree with you on that one. But at the same time, when is it going to start? The second half or the first half? Because if it's a 14-10 game at half like, are we panicking? Are we panicking, folks? Are we like, oh shit? Oh hell no, we about to lose again because last year, the first game of the season against the Falcons was a 10-7, a 10-3 game, a 6-3 game, whatever it was. It was a very close game. And then we blew them out in the third and fourth quarter. So where are we going to stand if the game is tight first half? Because this is the first time we're facing them. So we don't know what we're going to get. Jonathan Gannon, a big question mark. We still don't know what he's going to do. Yes, we have some weapons, but he has to put them to use. But this is going to be a tougher game than what we thought. But the Eagles will come out with a win. I ain't going to say my score yet.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to do it. First things first, we got to get to the man, the future myth, and the future legend himself. Play the clip.
Jalen Hurts. Let's see if he can get something going. There's Hurts. He's back. Fires. Touchdown. They really came out on fire. Hurts.
He is in such control.
Hurts. What a play by Jalen Hurts. Beautiful throw by Hurts. 3 rushing touchdowns. Give me a little more of that. Boy, that hurts. Boy, did he make magic happen.
Jalen Hurts, number 1.
That really, really hurts.
So let's talk about Jalen Hurts and what we need to see from him. And for me, it's like this. What you did last year, but better. Be accurate with the football. Read the defense. You got A.J. Brown and Smitty. Use them like the way you're supposed to use them. Do not make bad mistakes. If you got to run, but not that much. Just throw it to A.J. You got weapons for a reason. Throw it to A.J. Throw it to Smitty. Hand the ball to Miles Sanders. Hand the ball to Dallas Goedert. Do what the coaches tell you to do and pass the ball. That's what I want. No mistakes. I want you to be accurate to shut off all the haters, doubters, and critics and Cowboy fans that want you to sell hot dogs, cheeseburgers, and chips. Beat the Detroit Lions the way I expect you to be, and that's beat them with accuracy and better throwing up the ball. That's me. Notion, what do you want to see from Jalen Hurts in this game?
I mean, listen, look, I'm gonna let somebody else take it real quick first. Go ahead, D, because honestly, Jalen, I'm gonna keep it simple for my answer. So go ahead, D. Let me hear what you got on Jalen, brother.
Yeah, go ahead, D. Gifted. What do you want to see from Jalen in this game? Muted. You're muted.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You say what I want to see from Jalen Hurts. I mean, honestly, I want to see progress. I want to see everything that they talked about in the offseason in these training camps. I want to see that. They having press conferences, the players, Dallas Goedert, all the wide receivers, all of them talking about he's making faster decisions. He's getting the ball out of his hand. He's doing all it. Everything that they said in them press conferences, I better see that. Because if I don't, then I know they was just capping. And I know that we got a long season. We don't even know. Because like my man said, we don't know what to expect from JG and his defense. Honestly, though, last season we won 44-6. by having a great defense, basically shutting them out. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, he has even more weapons, can do even more. If anything, we might just win the same exact way, if not better, or at least we should. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting these guys to, especially the defense, to come out, but that should make it easier for Jalen Hurts. Short field. I'm expecting them to really, you know, really focus on running the ball. You know what I mean? I'm expecting that really because it's the first game of the season. Nick Sirianni, he like to hold back what he like to do. You ain't gonna see everything, but they gonna throw in a few wrinkles here and there and show that hey, we can take our shots, but I don't think it's gonna be super pass heavy because that's what everybody expecting. You know, so I'm expecting him to make the short completions that's right there, make all these quick decisions, and in his second year he should be fluent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting quicker decisions, him not holding the ball so long, and actually running when there's nobody open and there needs to be a play made. You know what I'm saying? Because those are times I feel like it's okay to run. That's what you got your legs for. Don't just sit in the pocket knowing that there's nobody open. Move around, make something happen, create, mismatches. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting from Jalen Hurts. I'm expecting a solid game, probably a QB rating of at least 113. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting him to come out on fire.
Exactly, Trey.
Yeah. I mean, I go into the season every year the same way. I don't. I don't expect the Eagles to blow nobody out in any game. So
Yeah.
when it do happen, I'll really be excited about it. I mean, because
Hmm.
it be a lot of games where we do be in dogfights that we shouldn't be in. So, and then the chemistry in this team is just, I mean, we don't know what it is yet. So there's a lot of
Mhm.
new pieces on this football team that got to learn how to work together. I understand
We
y'all see them
paper
bringing the
champs.
names in, but at the end of the day, football is about chemistry. Like, it's about chemistry. Everybody got to be on the same page. Everybody got to know what the next man thinking, for real. So I mean, I really don't know, and I feel like Detroit a better team this year. I mean, even at the end of the year, they start coming on. They start beating some okay teams. They was in a lot of dog fights last year with like the Rams, like dudes like that, right? They beat the Vikings. It's like they not
They
no
beat the
pushy.
Cardinals too. The
Yeah,
Cardinals
they
they
beat the
beat.
Cardinals. It's like this Detroit team is like trending up, and I don't think everybody see it. So I mean, I'm really kind of nervous about this game. I hate these kind of games. I mean, we get Detroit in Detroit week 1. I mean, that's this is gonna be harder than y'all think it is, but I feel like we can win the game, but it's gonna be a close, probably by three to 10 points. Not even gonna lie. That's my and on the Jalen Hurts thing, he all he
Man,
really gotta do is be all he really gotta do is be Chris Paul for real. Just be Chris Paul, Steve Nash. Just be the point guard. All you gotta do, get the ball in your playmakers' hands. Don't try to do too much. It's easy. We got too many playmakers on this team. It's easy. All you gotta do is distribute. Distribute. Get the ball in your playmakers' hands. 5 yards, 3 yards, screens. Just get the ball out your hands, get it in somebody's hands that's gonna make the play for you. I mean, it ain't it's that simple for real. Detroit got an
yeah,
okay pass rush. They pass
yeah.
rush is not trash. They got an okay pass rush. You can't sit back there in their pocket and play around. So I mean, I feel like we're gonna win, but it's gonna be close.
Yep, Mitch.
I mean,
It's going to be a good game. I mean, Detroit was competitive all season long. The one game we blew them out. Okay, I don't think that's going to happen again. And with Jalen Hurts and Kukat, can you please say that Jalen Hurts line one time?
For you, Mitch, on your
Just do it.
birthday, after your birthday, Jalen freaking.
All right.
There you go.
So for Jalen Hurts, I expect progress. I want him to hit the right reads. I want him very first play. Cool cat, I told you this.
Yep,
Throw a bomb. Throw a bomb to AJ Brown. We all want
that's
to
what
see
we
that.
said. Yep, last
We
night. That's
all
exactly what we said last
we
night.
want yep. We all want to see it happen. And pick your poison, Detroit. Pick your poison. You got AJ Brown, Devontae, all this weapons to choose from to cover. We're gonna hit you with the other one. But for me, Jalen Hurts is going to have a. He's going to run the ball. He's got to use his best weapon, his legs. Got to use that, and the coaching for me. That's the biggest thing for me. The coaching, right plays, right schemes. I just want to see the coaching be better than last year. That's just me.
Yep. TV.
So basically, I want him to be balanced. I want Jalen Hurts to be more in control of what's going on, and I also want not to put everything on Jalen Hurts, but more on Shane Steichen calling the offensive plays. He has to be
Mhm.
able to coexist with him. Also, I already know he's going to be able to coexist with the guys that he's been throwing the ball to in the off season, like the AJ Browns and Devontae Smiths and the Dallas Goddards, and now the Zach Pascals and the Quez Watkins. I already know that's going to happen. I'm not really worried too much about the offense. The defense has to be locked in also, because that's going to determine how our offense flow. Because everybody comes in and want the deep ball, just like Mitch just said or whatever. But at the end of the day, we will possibly get into our rhythm with the short field. You know what I'm saying? So Jalen Hurts could be um, complemented by the defense of what they do, and then also being able to coexist with Shane Steichen. So I want him to be able to survey the field, want him to be able to live another down and not try to force something because he thinks he needs to try to make a play. But I also don't want him, just like Shane Steichen said, I believe in the first couple weeks of the training camp, you don't want to take away his superpower either, scrambling. So everybody that's looking for him to just throw the ball and throw the ball, it's not going to happen. He needs to be the MVP candidate, Kyler Murray, or he needs to be somewhere close to that by the end of this season. Not in the beginning of the season. The first week is more about getting into a rhythm with our offense, getting into a rhythm with our defense. We got new
Yeah,
guys. Yeah, we seen them play in the preseason, but it's preseason. Everybody says that
Yep.
this first week matters, and we need to be able to execute.
yeah,
That 44-6 was cute. We ran the ball and we punched them in their face. We didn't have a great defense. We had a good defense. It was an Alex Singleton led tackle defense. So at the end of the day, we got way better
yeah.
guys now. So even if it's a lot of mishaps, whereas though people are where guys are dropping passes or anything like that, we got our defense to back us up because we trust those guys. But I don't know so much about Jonathan Gannon. But Jalen Hurts would be fine in this game.
Hey, real quick, hey, before the next person go, please. Hey, I know we all Eagles content creators. Please, if you're not talking, mute your mic because my ears is hurting with all this static that's going on in the background. I don't know who it is. Popcorn sound is bad, and I know the fans is annoying by it. So just please mute that. And also, King DV, just to piggyback on that, the Philadelphia Eagles established their identity against the Detroit Lions. But before that, we wasn't running the ball. So that is where we started this whole running the ball stuff. So are we going to be able to pick it, just to go back on where we start and dominate them the way we did last year, just based off the fact that they didn't know it was coming, and now they know it's coming. So what they gonna do about it?
Man, they listen. I'm. I remember seeing comment like, y'all think they the same old. We don't think they the same old Lions. We know for a fact though what happened to them last year, which was a 44-6 victory. We know this year, with the additions on defense, we should definitely be better. We know about that the Aiden Hutchinson, is that his name? Aiden Hutchinson. I think he was second pick defensive end. We know about him coming in. We know about Charles Harris and his 7.5 sacks and woo woo, and the upcoming corner. I can't even pronounce his last name, but I think he had about 6.5 sacks. We know about these guys, but even with that being said, y'all still gotta show it. Hard Knocks, I know got Mud's hype, but we still got Devontae Smith. Had him last year. We still, and now we got an added piece like AJ Brown. Like I'm expecting Jalen Hurts to be immaculate. I'm expecting the defense to be even better. Like we are in conversations of top 5 defense, top rosters. You know what I'm saying? We are in these type of categories. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm like, bro, we should dominate. I don't think it's gonna be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like they just gonna come like the Detroit Lions just gonna lay down. But at the end of the day, talent is just talent. You know what I mean? Like you can come in, you can be hype. That's what Alex Singleton was. He was a hype guy, you know what I'm saying? He played with great effort. But that effort only got him so much. And that's the same way with the Detroit Lions. How they gonna come out? You can come in, be hype, be happy. You got Super Bowl aspirations, but soon when you hit that field and you facing guys like Jordan Davis and you realize y'all got a triple team, one person, that's when reality set in. That's when you lined up against a Devontae Smith and you realize, damn, this motherfucker is quick off the line. That's when reality hits. When after that second touchdown that we made, that's when I believe reality was set in for the Detroit Lions, and we gonna come out on top.
Real quick, just for the record, because I hear a lot of these counter arguments about us blowing this team out and this and that, and by all means, again, I'm thinking this is gonna be or it should be a convincing win. I think a lot of us are kind of on the page with at least a 10-point. That, in my opinion, that's not a blowout to me. I'm sorry. That's, depending on which way a 10-point. If we're talking blowout, I'm at least talking 14 plus points, 2 touchdowns, at least, in my opinion. That's a blowout, in my opinion. I think, again, I'm giving the Detroit Lions enough respect, which, again, if we start off slow and sluggish in this game, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be in Detroit's favor, and the game ain't going to be looking good. But honestly, from this game, the only thing I'm really watching and managing from Jalen Hurts is I want the W, fellas. I don't care which way we get that. I know Jalen Hurts is a winner. Listen, whether we got to do it by running, whether we got to do it by passing, however we need to get up early on Detroit, we can't be playing around with this team. I see a lot of people putting the Jared Goff emojis and all of that. Listen, if we get cooked by Jared Goff, we got other problems. So, again, this should be a convincing win, in my opinion, 10 plus points, and that's where I'm at with it. Again, I don't think we should be threatened by the Detroit Lions. I hear everybody saying that, if this is any given Sunday, I get that, but at the same time, this is the Detroit Lions. I'm not expecting a blowout, but I'm expecting a convincing win.
All right, JC, your thoughts on Jalen Hurts?
Hey, look, I expect, just like my boy Phil Notion say, hey, he needs to step up. We need a convincing win. And that's what God said about this game. I mean, this game should not be this hard. But because it's the first game of the season, we don't know what to expect from offensive side, defensive side. And that's the reason why we are here debating how close this game is going to be. This game is not supposed to be this hard. This is not the Rams, the 49ers, the Bucks, and none of those teams. This is the low, sorry ass Lions, right?
Hey,
and
quick
we over
question,
here.
real quick, though.
Go ahead.
Does anybody have the Lions going to the playoffs this year?
Hell no.
Nope.
Somebody let me know.
There's
Does
some
anybody
people that
the
have them
Lions?
second.
Y'all let us know in the chat also. Somebody got the Lions as a playoff team this year.
Hell no. There's no sleeper team involved. There's no creeping up on anybody involved. The Lions are going to be the Lions. But because this is the first game, because they were on Hard Knocks, because we blew them out last year, because we was the only team that blew their ass out last year, so we're expecting a harder fight. That's the only reason why we are debating how close this game is going to be. The Eagles are going to win this game, but how much is the question? That's it.
Yeah. BG, what's your thoughts on Jalen Hurts before we move on?
That's Jalen freaking Hurts, my guy. I already know. I've been saying it all along. I think Jalen's going to be an MVP candidate. I'm not worried about this game. At first, I was giving the Lions the benefit of the doubt, saying maybe they got better. So with the team we had around draft time, I was like, they got better. Maybe this game will be a little closer. We're gonna win, obviously, but it'll be a little closer. But after the moves we made, no team got a chance. It's a wrap. Philly about to take it.
You heard from BG31, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about the
This game should
playmakers.
be freaking easy as fuck.
Once again, sorry, Mitch. Anyway, like I was saying, the
It's all good,
playmakers.
man.
Yeah, the playmakers, the wide receivers, the running backs, and the tight end Dallas Goddard. For me, AJ Brown, do what you always do. Be the playmaker. Smitty, be the Casper Ghost that Dallas Goddard chose you to be. Goddard, be the tight end. Miles, stay healthy. Stay healthy. That's all I want. Just stay healthy, please. Please. Kenneth Gainwell and Boston Scott, y'all know what to do. Just catch the ball, no drops, and do your assignment. That's what I want from the playmakers. So, D Gifted, what you want to see from the playmakers?
Man, from the playmakers, I want to see Eric. They say what you do in practice is what you do on the field. We got all these highlights catches and AJ Brown defending our corners by showing our wide receivers crossing up their corners. So everything that I seen in that practice, I need to be seeing that on the field. Devontae Smith, excellent route running. Keep cooking them up. We got basically two number ones, on the field. So we got Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. AJ Brown is a big physical guy. I'm expecting him to be moved all around the field. I'm expecting him to be causing confusion, with the Detroit Lions. So I'm expecting him to be a huge factor. And like you said, Miles Sanders needs to be healthy. This guy been talking all off season, having a problem with it being reported that he was running with the second team and all this extra stuff, and talking about how he just need more opportunities in an interview. I watched. I'm looking like, bro, you doing all this talking, but last time I checked, bro, you stay hurt, you stay injured. And then the one game that stand out that I keep going back and forth with in my head is the game we was trying to put it away. And this motherfucker kept on running out of bounds when we was trying to run the clock out. And he on the sideline getting questioned. They had to throw in another guy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, you need to focus on doing your job. I need to see Miles Sanders make it through this game and still be a dynamic, player. We went from, a playoff team to possibly a Super Bowl team. You see the switch in the national media, how Muzz was talking early in the offseason till now. Like Muzz was, when we had our shows and we was talking about the Eagles and just about the look moves that, we thinking playoffs, you know what I'm saying? We thinking like that. Then we make a huge turn, man. It's Super Bowl or bust for me. I mean, early in the season, for real, I said NFC Championship. So with that being said, I'm gonna need us to take advantage of the early part of our season. And Detroit is supposed to be the early part of the season. And we got records of people having scheduled predictions. Everybody got this game marked down as a dub. You know what I mean? It needs to stay that way. I don't care what happened in the offseason. I don't care how hype Hard Knocks got these Detroit Lions fans. I don't care about no second pick defensive end. I don't care about no upcoming. We got the top 5 talented roster. So with that talented roster, bro, it needs to be complete dominance, bro. And that's just how I stand on it.
Yep. Trey?
My fault. What was the question again?
The playmakers, what you want to see from the wide receivers, Dallas Goddard, and the running backs?
I mean, it really. I just want to see the football spread it around, man. To be honest, because I felt like last year, every time Jalen Hurts got into a jam, he tried to force feed Devontae Smith. This year, you don't really got to do it. You got AJ. He's going to take on a lot of double teams. Devontae is going to take on his fair share of double teams. But you still got like Quez, Dallas Goddard. You still got Miles and Gainwell out the backfield. It's like it's so many mismatches on the field you could take advantage of. I just want to see the football just get spread it around, man. Like don't just focus on one player. And even if Jalen Hurts need to get on his horses and get out of there, that's another weapon on the field too. So, I mean, it should be relatively easy, but I mean, it's easier said than done. I mean, football teams actually game planning for you now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot of what we seen from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're gonna force Jalen Hurts to throw the football. Can he step up to the task? Maybe he can, maybe he can't. We all know he can use his legs, but I mean, from what we seen, you know, Philadelphia Eagles fans, you only as good as your last game. So his last game, it was a disappointment. Like, I mean, you gotta anything really is better than what he put out on that field last year in that playoff game. So, I mean, Jalen Hurts gonna actually have to be kind of a quarterback this year. I mean, and we just gotta see can he do it.
Distributing the ball, like you said.
Yep. Mitch.
First off, I just want to say, can we just say thank God Rager's not playing for us on Sunday? Can we just start off with that? Rager's not here. But seriously, it's gonna be a tough game. And the playmakers, AJ Brown, do your thing. I want Miles Sanders to stay healthy. Like that's my number one.
Somebody mute your mic.
Yeah, can someone
Go ahead, Mitch.
Yeah. So Miles Sanders just run north. Try not to run east and west. Like for me, north is the best way. I get why we got Trey Sherman, but Miles Sanders just go north and Dallas Goddard. I think he's gonna eat. I really think Goddard is gonna be like a big time weapon for us. People have him as like 1,000-yard receiving tight end this year. Do I see that? I don't know, maybe like 700, 800 around there. But I think Goddard's going to have a good game this weekend. So I have Goddard being like my MVP of this game.
Yep. TV?
Oh, man. First things first, I want all the playmakers to stay healthy. That's number one.
Yeah.
Especially Miles Sanders. I don't want no injuries to our guys, period. Number
number
two,
one answer right there.
Miles Sanders to be Miles Sanders, man. You know, you talked all that trash in the offseason saying that we were an all-star team. Then you also said that you deserve more touches, but you can't have more touches if you never mind. You always hurt, bro. So you got to stay healthy. You got to stay healthy. I'm a big Miles Sanders fan, so I want him to be successful. Boston Scott, I'm not worried about him because last year against these same Detroit Lions, he basically scored. Him and Jordan Howard held it down for us. I'm not really worried about him. Kenneth Gainwell is one of those guys that he's a hybrid, so you know what you're going to get from him in the passing game and then also in the running game. Dallas Goddard, the only thing I asked for him, I've been saying it all season. I want him to work on catching the ball. No drop passes. They say if you could touch it, you could grab it. And some of those catches, man, that Jalen Hurts throw, even if it's short or anything like that, if you touch it, that's on you. That's on you. I just want him to sit up there, just stay focused and be his safety net. That's another thing. I'm not worried about our two receivers. I think our receivers is going to open up the field to make everything easier on Jalen Hurts. To be able to get other guys involved. And we cannot forget about Quez Watkins taking off the top either. We can't forget about that. Everybody's talking about, deep passing and all this other stuff. But at the same time, Quez Watkins is the fastest guy on our team. So you got him. Then we got Zach Pascal. He's one of those guys that Nick Sirianni coached in Indianapolis. So he's going to get some playing time as well. So overall, man, I just think the playmakers need to just go out there and work on their strengths and not sit up there and do too much to the point where we're causing turnovers or we're just 3 and outs majority of the first half. At least we want to see something get going in at least the first half to have a promising second half.
Can I say something real quick? I mean, I don't know when this happened. But I'm not talking about like none of y'all up here. But I don't know when this happened. Like Philadelphia Eagles fans talk about Miles Sanders like he ass or something. Bro, it's crazy. Like I've been hearing this way too often. and it's probably the little nagging injuries he get, but they talk about this dude like he is. Like,
No, it's some people up here. No. Hey, it's some people up here. It's some people up here.
When did this happen? When did this happen? Like, when did Miles Sanders become a scrub in this league,
The
bro?
fact that he didn't score a touchdown.
I didn't say he was bad.
Bro, they was talking the whole offseason.
Hey.
That's all I heard. We should trade him. We should trade him. We should trade him. I'm like, trade him.
I never know. It wasn't me. I don't say trade. I didn't say trade.
One trade. Look, is some people on the screen, and let's keep it a buck. Is some people on the screen that want Miles Sanders gone? Not me.
I don't get it, bro.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is, though. But the thing about being a fan is, and we all have our own opinions.
To stay healthy.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, availability is the best way to, to get fans back.
Best ability is your availability.
Bro, but on some real,
so that's what I'm saying.
It's almost impossible to be a running back in the NFL and stay healthy for a whole season. It's almost impossible, bro. Like, it's impossible. Look at Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey. Look at all them dudes. They never played a whole season in their career.
A lot of money.
None of them. Huh?
No, I'm saying, like, I'd be willing to bring him back just on the strength. I do know it's hard to stay healthy as a running back, but he would just have to accept, I'm not going to pay you like, top run. Like, you be healthy all season. Don't expect that. You better be willing to take a pay cut.
But with the salary cap going out, why wouldn't you do that? Like,
dudes was talking about they wanted him off this football team. They wasn't even bringing up pay, nothing. They said they want him off this football team. He can't stay healthy. He's an NFL running back. It's hard to stay healthy especially they added another game to the season. It's hard to stay healthy in the NFL, and you get hit every play at running back. Every play you get hit.
That's
Miles
why
Sanders,
it's okay
when healthy,
to have a running back by committee. You got to have a running back by committee. I don't
Miles
have no
Sanders, when healthy, could be the top 10 running back in the league.
Facts.
When healthy.
Facts.
You know,
you got to get him started early. You can't wait the second and third quarter to get him started. You got to get him started early.
He a top five. He's the top 5 most explosive back in this league.
Man, dude only played 12 games and had 757 yards, bro, averaging 5.5 yards a carry. So
he a home run hitter.
Right.
Yeah,
bro. Let him go to another team. They want him out the team so bad. Let him go to San Francisco or something, bro. He's 1,500 yard back, easy with the way they run the football. We don't use them right, and then we expect him to stay healthy. You're giving the dude 6 carries a game. How you getting his body worked up? He's not getting hit for real. Who all play football up here? Who all play football up here? Put your hand up.
Yeah, I played a year.
Who all play football?
I played.
I played running back. If I'm not getting the ball, ain't no way I'm building no momentum. You can't get into a groove. You can't get into a rhythm. Nothing if you're not getting the football. It's like I don't understand where this narrative came in at. That everybody thinks.
You claim that on this staff, the way they brought Miles Sanders into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you put that on the staff on us not using pretty much the Eagles.
That's on Nick Sirianni. That's on Doug Peterson because they didn't use them right. They didn't use them right. They don't use them right. Like
I feel that.
Miles Sanders is relatively he only started 1 season in college. He didn't have that many carries. He's not beat up yet. He's not an Ezekiel Elliott or none of them dudes. So I mean, Miles Sanders could give you a good another 5-6 years in this league and still be as explosive as he is. It's just we don't use him right, and he does get injured sometimes. I mean, it could be a plethora of things though, but he's really like a top 10 back in this league when healthy.
Exactly. JC, your thoughts on the playmakers?
I mean, look, the playmakers to me are not an issue. I'm worried about the playmaker as far as defense coordinator, offense coordinator.
We'll get to that.
I mean, those are the playmakers I'm worrying about. As far as ours, I'm not worrying about it. So, hey, you could go on to the next person.
Yep. Notion?
Yeah, now, real quick, you already know, of course, with our playmakers, I just need to see the chemistry. I need to see that out there in full display. One of the things, I know ain't nobody mentioned it up here, but that's going to be a reason why if we find a way to somehow it's close and we talk about we might be possibly losing, turnovers. I need all these playmakers to hold on to the ball this game. We saw time and time last year some fluke interceptions, plays getting called back, things like that. Like, I'm not trying to see that kind of sloppiness week one. So I need these players. We need to tighten up on these turnovers this year. Definitely the penalties. I'm gonna be looking at that. Hopefully we don't come out there playing undisciplined football. Let's play like we didn't been here before. Like we are playing the Detroit Lions. I'm gonna say it again, like a team that we should beat. So that's how I think we need to approach it. Again, playmakers, hold on to the ball this game, make the plays that come to you. That's all I need to see. I need to see it balanced too. I don't need to see pass. And y'all let me know. Quick question also. How we starting this game off, fellas? Y'all think we starting it off with a run or a pass?
Run.
I'm saying we starting it with a run, fellas.
I think we need to start off with a run too, but in my honest opinion, you got it. Sooner or later, you're going to have to give it to AJ Brown or Smitty. You're going to have to because this whole off season, everybody in the mama says we're a playoff team, we're this or that. But what do they always say? We gotta see about Jalen Hurts. We gotta see about Jalen Hurts. And I don't think he's gonna be a quarterback, man. So that's why I say yes, run the ball. That should be the first play. But sooner or later, you got to give it to the AJ Brown. You got to show everybody that you guys to deal with this, man. You don't just got to deal with Smitty, Goddard, Zach Pascal, Quez, or Miles. We got a big boy named AJ Brown. That you got to show it because everybody in their mama says, "Oh, the Eagles could be a playoff team." It's just they got a bad quarterback in Jalen Hurts. So that's why I need run the ball, but also to give it to AJ. One deep pass to AJ Brown to shut up all the haters, doubters, and critics. Just one. If not, just run the ball. But go ahead, BG, the playmakers.
I just want to see you do your job.
Hold on, quick, BJ. Hold on. If you look at the NFL now, a lot of big plays don't come off deep passes. It really come off little 8-yard passes that the wide receiver or somebody turn into a big play. So, you don't really look at the Miami Dolphins last year. They had a lot of big plays, and they really never passed the football down the field. They just got the ball and they playmakers' hands fast and let them make plays. So, big plays can come in many different ways. So, all the deep pass stuff and all that is cute, but we don't really have to do that too much. I mean, look at AJ Brown. He made a lot of his big plays off of short passes. Like little slants and stuff like that. So, I mean, I just feel like Jalen just got to just put the ball where receivers can catch it and make a play. It don't got to be 20, 30, 40-yard passes all the time. Just give it to them where they can catch and run and let them work after that. Because Devontae Smith is good after the catch too. Quez, good after the catch. Dallas Goedert, a beast after the catch. So he don't really got to really humming the ball 40, 50 yards every play. I mean, just get it in his playmakers' hands.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just got to do your job. Like, you don't realize Jalen and these boys, we were one of the highest scoring, not scoring, but yards, most explosive teams last year in offense last year. We were one of the most explosive teams, even with what we did with the team that we had, man. AJ's definitely going to open it up for everybody else. AJ's a good pass, run blocker. This offense is about to take that next level. Smitty's second year, when he was already destroying first, number one corners and double teams, he's going against second corners. You got Quez on third corners. You got AJ getting double teamed and still putting in work in because he's like the TO type. And I do believe Miles Sanders is going to come out here and show everybody that he is a top 10 back in this league. So all that being said, if everybody just goes out there and do their job, don't worry about doing nobody else's job. Don't worry about making a big play because there's enough playmakers to make lots of plays. And just go out there and do your job and do it at a high level. And this team has no worries, and this offense is pretty much unstoppable. What are you going to stop? You can't kill no one. on this offense. It's kind of like the same way on defense. Like when you're double teaming Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox, it's like how are you really going to stop the other guys from coming to get you? It's the same thing on the offensive side of football. It's like if you go double team AJ Brown, how are you going to stop Smitty? Somehow, some way, you figure out how to double team, bracket coverage over both of them. How you gonna stop Goddard? How you gonna stop Quest? How you gonna stop Miles? How you gonna stop, all these other weapons that we have on this offense? So it's gonna be really hard for this guy, but I think that he's about to do some damage.
All right. Yep. Now on to the defense side of the ball, and I'm eating popcorn, so somebody mute your mic. Also, let's get to the defense side of the ball. Anyway, let's get to the defense side of the ball. Defense, you got Jared Goff, you got Swift. They don't got Jameson Williams. They got some good pieces. And thank God Brandon Graham is back. Thank God we got Hassan Reddick and we got Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean, James Bradbury, C.J. Johnson. I need to see interceptions. I need to see sacks because we was 30-something in the league in sacks. We was 30-something in the league in takeaways. You cannot have Jared Goff go up and down the field on this defense. And trust me, we will get to Jonathan Gannon. Trust me, we will. But for the defensive players, do what y'all do best. Sack Jared Goff. Stop the run. Stop the pass. Get some interceptions. And just please, because you cannot let Jared Goff be like the 2017 or the 2018. You can't let him do that. You got to stop Swift. You got to stop their wide receivers. They got some good pieces. You got to stop the run. Get off the field and give it to your offense. That's me. So we're going to go top to bottom. Notion, what you want to see from the defense. And trust me, we'll get to Jonathan Gannon and the coaching staff after this. So what you want to see from the defensive players?
Oh, for sure. Of course, I need to see what we was lacking in last year. I need to see pressure, right? So I need to see our D-line at least sniffing around Jared Goff. Again, I'm not trying to see a situation where Jared Goff is out here, dotting us up, throwing 90% passing. No. That ain't the type of game we need to play. We need to be up in these, these receivers, physical type of game. I know they got, who is it, like St. Brown, I believe, as their wide receiver. I mean, he's pretty solid. He's pretty solid. Of course, they got Swift. Of course, we all know Deuce is out there pushing them boys. So, again, I expect for this defense to come out there playing them physical. Yeah, pretty much. Again, like I need to see the pressure. I'm not trying to see Jared Goff getting comfortable back there. If he's comfortable, patting the ball, dotting us up, it's going to be a long game for the Eagles. So we need to get home with pressure early. I think our defense is up to the task. Again, we now have personnel to send blitzes, drop linebackers, confuse Jared Goff. So that's how I expect us to approach it. I expect for our defense to be solid this game.
BG?
Man, I just want to see him destroy people, like straight up, right off the jump. Like no wait, no hesitant. I want to see turnovers. I want to see, shutting down. I don't want to see Sharp get no catches. I want to see Amon-Ra St. Brown get no catches. I want to see Hawkinson get no catches. I don't want to see football nowhere. So I think, the first quarter is probably going to be the most that the Lions is even in the game, while everybody's getting used to seeing, because every team schemes up against what they think the other team's going to do and present them with. So they try to attack that. And I think, you get a couple of good plays out of there. But after that first couple of like maybe 2 drives for the Lions, I want to see total domination. This defense is put together so we can dominate. We have every level, high level players. So I think that, the pressure that we can get this year if Gannon puts us out there should be unstoppable. So it is what it is. I think we destroy these guys. They don't have a chance.
Yep, JC.
Hey, look. Hey, last year the Philadelphia Eagles got 6 sacks. 6 with Barnett, with Cox and Hargrave. Imagine us with Reddick this year, with Dean and Davis. 6 sacks last year. I at least expect us to go in and get them bums at least 9 sacks this year. First game off the rip. If offense is struggling, the defensive line better be the strength of this team. So I expect the defense to at least step up, pick off Goff at least one time last year. Yes, Darius Slay got a fumble return for a touchdown, but it wasn't a pick six. So I at least expect a pick six this upcoming game. So we'll see what happened. 6 sacks last year, bad defensive play calling, worse players than we have this year. So I expect at least 3 more sacks this upcoming season because I believe that we improved that much that we should at least have Jared Goff on his back every other snap. Huh? On your back. That's it. On your back.
Exactly. DV?
I don't want to put this on anybody, but I think Jared Goff is due to possibly get out of the game before he get hurt, or he might get hurt. Honestly, I really believe that jumping off with JC said, I'm sorry, what he said. We got 6 sacks last year with Alex Singleton, guys. There's Josh Sweat did his thing, Hargrave did his thing, Barnett got a sack. So the front 7 right there is nothing to worry about. I think Slay is going to sit up there and show out because he's coming back to his old neck of the woods. So I think he's going to show out, especially because he's a captain this year. I think that he's going to show out and show off. I'm not really looking too much for this from the secondary. I don't think any interceptions is going to happen. If it does, it's probably going to either be Kazir White. It's going to be either Marcus Epps. It's not going to be Slay. It's not going to be Bradbury. It's not going to be those 2 guys. It's going to be one of those guys that's going to get the interception. But nevertheless, I really believe that we're looking at 10, maybe more sacks. 10. I'm going to go with 10. I'm going with 10.
A 10-sack game?
Yes, I'm going with 10. Because just like, listen, hear me out. Just like y'all saying, we have a better defense this year. And we had 6 last year.
Yeah.
If we could get to him 6 times.
Brother, I'm going to tell you this right now. If we
10-sack
get a 10-sack game, we are blowing this team out. But that's what's going to happen. We get 10 sacks, that's blowout time. That's what's going to happen.
I love where he's going with this, though, because I really believe what he's saying is true. We
10 sacks. 10 sacks, bro. 10 sacks. Better.
Like you said, that team
NFL record is by 8
nowhere close.
or 9. 10 sacks? You're talking about 10 sacks. You're talking about setting records.
But
I believe in it. I believe that we
was
could.
nowhere close. And we're way
Joshua with the $2 super chat.
Shout out to Joseph. He said we're going to eat all day. Yes. I feel
Yeah.
But look, let's get back to this 10 sacks real quick. You know how hard it is to get a sack, 2 sack, 3 sack. It's talking about 10 sack. The whole line, like defensive scheme, offense coordinator, the whole team need to be demolished if you get 10 sacks. Donovan McNabb got a 7-sack game, and we almost ruined the whole team. Like, it was like, get rid of everybody. 7 sacks by freaking OC and Strahan. Yo, that dude was on his back the whole night. You talking about a 10-sack game? To me, a 6-sack game is more reasonable because you don't know, because the Philadelphia Eagles were hungry. They were coming off an ass whooping against the Raiders the week before. They could not lose this game. They could not afford to lose against the Detroit Lions. So they were coming in pissed off, back against the wall. You lose, you done. You lose, you are the face of the bottom of the NFL, of like rock bottom. You hit rock bottom. So, I mean, they had everything working against them. So they came in with the more aggressive mindset. And that's how I believe they got 6 sacks. 6 sacks is a lot in an NFL game. But 10, my God, what are you smoking? Send me some.
But you gotta like it, though. You know why? Because when the last time you ever heard someone say the Eagles had the best roster in offseason? When? Like
what
this
you mean?
That we're talking about right now.
But this is not about the roster, though. This is not about the roster, BG. This is not about
the roster. It's about the coaching.
When was the last game that the Eagles ever had 10 sacks in a game?
Never happened. Never.
Yeah, somebody let me know. I ain't seen that, fellas. So
Stevie,
Was
keep
the highest
rocking
like
with it,
a
baby. We
9?
getting 10 sacks.
somebody let me know.
When,
My man said
when
we
was
about
the
to
last
make
time you ever thought the
history.
Eagles could go 17-0?
We about to make history.
Never, Birthday.
Exactly.
Ain't
You never
nobody
thought
think
it
the
The
till this
Eagles
only
year.
team that
gonna go
went
17
17 and
0
Till
and
this
0.
year.
sack your ass.
The
Don't
only team that
nobody
went.
think the Eagles gonna go 17 0 besides Birkin ass. So
Eli just made a
never,
video. He's great. He
never.
understands his Eagles. He's made a video too, said 17.
Who?
You know,
Who?
E-Rock.
Okay, put his house on the damn line. Put his car on the damn line, 17-0, and I guarantee you, both of
17-0,
y'all ass
17-0.
will be
I
homeless,
know, but it's
and
like,
I
listen,
will have a
there's a lot of
room
things that go
waiting
into
for
that.
y'all
The
when y'all
schedule goes into
lose.
that. The
Eagles
talent
is not
draft
going
goes into that.
17-0. Stop being unrealistic. This is
Thank
what's
you.
frustrated about this.
Okay. Before we're gonna make our prediction on are we going 17 no along with the
No.
God damn
yeah
it.
we're gonna make our prediction on that too. We're gonna make our prediction on that too. But before we do, Mitch, quick defense.
Okay. We're not getting 10 sacks. I'm just saying that right from the get go. We're not getting 10 sacks. But hey, I'm really looking forward to the linebackers compared to last year. I'm telling you, this linebacking group has improved tremendously. So that's my main focus this game because last season you saw we had Derek Barnett get penalty after penalty after penalty. Now he may not even step on the field because that's how deep our defense is. So for me, I'm looking for the linebackers. In the secondary, it got better. The secondary got better, especially with C.J. Johnson or Gart. I still can't pronounce his name, but
Just say
hey,
C.J. Johnson. You right. Say it
got
like
it.
that.
Okay, but that pickup was so off guard. Like I was like, what the hell? My phone started blowing
CJ
up.
Gardner, by the way.
C.J. Garner. Okay, thank you. But I'm telling you right now, this defense is going to make some noise, but not 10 sacks. But not 10. I'll go 5 or 6.
D gifted.
Yo, what was the question again?
What's your thoughts on the defense ahead of this game? We'll get to Jonathan Gannon and them next, but go ahead.
Uh, uh, for real, this defense is top five. Probably number one on paper, but I'm gonna say top five, period. So with that being said, I'm expecting them to come out and literally dominate. Capitalize. Maybe not 44-6 like they did last season because of the situation. It's the first game of the season. Detroit is at home, so I'm expecting them to play a little bit. Come out with some. But I'm expecting that to kind of mellow out throughout the game and our defense ultimately take over. JG has no excuses. The expectations for this team is Super Bowl. Basically we all in with the move to get CJ. That's an all in move. You know what I mean? So because he on the 1 year deal, but they signing this man after probably in the middle of the season or after the season, but they definitely extending this man. So, that was a huge move, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm expecting them to dominate. I know, he still got to get acclimated with the defense and everything, but you got two Pro Bowlers, two Pro Bowl corners. You got Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox. Mind you, those are two Super Bowl champions. And mind you, you got Darius Slay going back home, to Detroit. This game, the defense should be hyped up. I'm expecting them to have a whole lot of pressure. Last season, I believe we was ranked 31st in sacks. So if we're gonna be considered a NFC championship contender or a Super Bowl contender, our defense wins championships. We realize that after every Super Bowl, at the end of the year, at the end of the day, whoever had the best defensive line is most likely going to win the Super Bowl. So we need to see our defensive line create more pressure, actually forcing situations. Because if you're not getting no pressure, you're not forcing anything. You're not forcing incompletions. You're not forcing interceptions. We had about 3-4 games last season where we went against quarterbacks that had 80% completion percentage. There's no way in hell that should be happening at all this season. So when you're not getting no pressure, like I mentioned, we was ranked 31st in sacks and QB pressure. When you're not getting no pressure. You're not forcing anything. So I don't need to see Jared Goff having 75, 80% completion percentage, because we should be applying that pressure, getting some force, up on that team. So I'm expecting an even more dominant situation, possibly a shutout if Jalen Hurts taking care of the ball, and the field situation is right for us. It could be, we possibly win by 21 points.
Yep. Salute to Micro Mike in the chat. I'm gonna be doing a live stream with him tomorrow 9 o'clock. So be on the lookout, gang. Trey, what's your thoughts on the defense before we get to Jonathan Gannon?
I mean, this defense, like the way it's constructed, like the players we brought in, is built to be an aggressive defense. So, I mean, if we're not being aggressive, then bringing all those people in was like it was pointless. Hassan Reddick. I mean, this dudes that can get to the quarterback. So if Gannon not calling this defense aggressive, I mean, he's not the guy for the job to me. I mean, we got to go out there and get a different option, because we got everything you need in that front seven. Everything you need. Pass rushing linebackers, a solid front, big dudes that can chew up some of those blocks so our linebackers can eat. I mean, we got everything you need in that front seven. I'm not even worrying about. I'm not even speaking on the secondary. Just the front seven alone, we should dominate any team they put in front of us. Any team. Fletch up there, Hargraves up there, Milton Williams coming off the bench. Jordan Davis. I mean, you got Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, all those dudes. It ain't nothing but pass rushers up there. Nothing but pass rushers up there. And then Kaiser Wright is a good blitzing linebacker. N'Kobe Dean, TJ Edwards can go downhill. I mean, it's just we got everything you need up there. So if he's not calling this defense aggressive by at least like week 3, 4, we should be looking at a different defensive coordinator, to be honest. So that's all I really got to say about it.
Okay, speaking of defense, let's talk about the coaching staff, Jonathan Gannon and Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen. Listen, salute the boys for life. Like, y'all should be worrying about Tampa Bay. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all should be worried.
Boys for life could go ahead with his about business. Ain't nobody saluting him.
Exactly. I know. It's like, guys, we dealt with y'all last week. Go deal with Tom Brady. Now, speaking of which, let's talk about the coaching staff. Nick Sirianni, I love you. Continue to coach this team the way I know you can do. Shane Steichen, please put Jalen Hurts and Nick and the offense in the best position to succeed. I'm begging you. And now to my big issue, Shane,
JG.
Jonathan Gannon. Thanks, JC. You got Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, Javon Hargrave, Hassan Reddick, Kaiser White, Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean. You got CJ Johnson. You got Vontae Maddox. You got Big Play Slay. You got Mike Epps, and you got James Bradbury. You should not have no 80% completion percentage coming with Jared Goff. You cannot have no 80% completion percentage with this defense. You can't. I better see now 10 sacks. I would love it. I would love 10 sacks. But please give me 6. Give me at least 6 or 5. 6 or 5 would be just fine. Give me some interceptions, please. Yeah, I am begging you, Jonathan Gannon, because it's like everybody in the mama saying that Jalen Hurts is under the most pressure, and he is. But the biggest person on our roster with the biggest pressure is the guy that with 80% completion percentage this past season. No. Jonathan Gannon, you either get the job done with this roster, on the defense side of the ball. Offense, I can count on Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen. I'm counting on you this season, Nick Sirianni. I love you. But if we can't get no sacks or interceptions, I'm sorry. Jonathan Gannon has got to go. Plain and simple. Notion gang, we're going to start from the top bottom again. What's your thoughts on the coaching? Jonathan Gannon, Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen. What's your thoughts on coaching?
Well, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple here because again, we gave a pass last year. A lot of this was learning, and this team was trying to come together. I think the learning at this point is done. We know what we got on offense. Again, I expect those pieces to fit right on in. Again, stick to the strengths of this team. We know we got a solid offensive, running unit. Let's stick to what our strength is, and the rest should build off of that. So I think Sirianni knows that. I'm not really worried about too much about Sirianni. Steichen, I'm definitely, listen, I'm looking forward to him actually taking that role with calling the plays this year. I believe he's our play caller now. So Sirianni can focus on being a head coach. I'm okay with that. My concern, of course, just like I'm sure a lot of other people, is Jonathan Gannon. If y'all really look at it, if there's one person on this team, and I know a lot of people may say, well, it's probably Jalen Hurts that could derail this team. Oh, it's Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon could take this whole season and take this completely in the wrong direction. Because, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at situational play calling from Gannon. If I don't see it early, like Trey said, I'm not going to be shocked either. Come like week 2, week 3. No, matter of fact, by week 3, we should have an answer because we got the Vikings after this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the Vikings going to try to light us up. And then we're going to have Washington, which I'm sure Carson's going to try to put on some kind of aerial show also. So if we're getting cooked like that, come these first 3 games, I won't be shocked if Gannon's up out of here. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm more nervous about Gannon on this team, but I think he has enough talent now. There's no more excuses. We got the personnel. Again, I expect to see pressure getting home. We now got quick linebackers. The message has been prevent the big play. So, again, this team ain't got no Tyreek Hill or none of that. So, St. Brown should not be burning our safeties, burning our cornerbacks. I expect more from Darius Slay and Bradbury. So, hey, I'm ready to see it, but Gannon better not butcher this. He on a short leash with me. That's all I'm going to say, fellas.
Yeah, BG.
I think it's time for these guys to, do what they said they were going to do last year. They didn't have the roster to do it last year. They came at the end of the season, said they didn't have the roster to do it. So now that you got the roster to do it, I want to see it done. You can be diverse on offense and defense. You don't have to have a set scheme on either side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got players that can do both, all different things. So I want to see them, use the roster like you need to use it, execute at a high level and get these W's. That's all I got to say about that. But they do got the most pressure. They do got the most pressure. Jalen Hurts, no. These coaches, because they got too much talent on this roster to fail.
Exactly. JC?
Hey, as far as the offensive side, I'm really not worrying about that because last year Shane Steichen had a heads up. You know what I mean? He had a head start. Okay, hey, this is your offense. So now going into this season, I expect you to expand the playbook. You know that we can run the ball. So now, what are you going to do with AJ Brown, with a Goddard, and knowing that the fact that he's going in as the number 1 tight end, there's no sheer reps with Zach Ertz or anything. So what are you going to do with a Devontae Smith that set the rookie record for a Philadelphia Eagle, reception wise, and receiving yard wise, in history. So how are you going to be able to build off of that? And a Quez Watkins and a Zach Pascal. So you have all the offense as possible, all the offensive weapons in your fingertips. So what are you going to do with this? So I'm really not worried about our offense wise, but the defense wise is where we have the issue, right? We all agree that we want to see how Jonathan Gannon improve as a defense coordinator. But I think that he will shock you because Vic Fangio been spending a lot of time this offseason at the Philadelphia Eagles training camp for a reason. He's not an offensive guy. He's a defensive coordinator. So I'm pretty sure he's been telling Jonathan Gannon, hey, You have the talent on your team. I will use these guys in this situation, these guys in that situation. So I'm just hoping that's what they were talking about and not catching up with coffee and tea. And you know what I mean? And trying to figure out, when they could go catch a movie. I was hoping that they would figure out, hey, let's talk about Jonathan Gannon being more of aggressive, a defense coordinator, and we'll see where it goes. But offense coordinator wise, I'm pretty happy with where we at. But defensive coordinator is where we need to improve. But I really feel like that Vic Fangio, if you don't know who Vic Fangio is, Google him. He's one of the best defensive coordinator mindset wise, like the brain that you could pick off. You need to go to this guy. He's been spending a lot of time with JG this offseason. I really need to see how that rubbed off on him. So I'm kind of feeling okay, but I need to see it week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 and move on.
Exactly. DV?
These guys came in last season, basically one of probably the youngest coaching duos in the last couple years or whatever like that. So Nick Sirianni did give up the play calling and everything, gave that to Shane Steichen. I believe it was week 11. It was week 6, right? Yeah, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But anyway, Shane Steichen, I'm not really worried about him, man, because once he took over, that's when we started to gain our identity, things like that. I'm not worried about that, and I know that he's going to be able to get Jalen Hurts in his correct spots to be successful. It's not going to be nothing but yards after catch from our receivers, yards after catch from our tight end, and the line is the line. So that's like number one. That's like the number one line in the NFL, period. So I really believe that we'll be okay on offense. On defense, man, I'm more anxious to see Jonathan Gannon put his money where his mouth is. Shout out to Howie Roseman for actually getting us the guys to make this happen, honestly, because we wouldn't be talking about this any other way. You got Kaiser White, you got Hassan Reddick, you got James Bradbury, you got CJ. Marcus Epps was one of our pups, so yeah, we breeded him up to be a starter. We got people on our teams. We got BG back. Josh Sweat's still there. Derek Barnett just got resigned. We got a line. Then we got Jordan Davis and N'Kobe Dean and TJ Edwards. We got a lot of talent on defense, and Jonathan Gannon has to put that all together. If he can't put that all together, then we have another discussion. But Jonathan Gannon did say that he didn't have the right personnel. This is why he always played prevent and everything like that. But it's ironic that he was up for a head coaching job. Now, we like, okay, well, we're going to give you the players. Let's see you do this again, whereas though that you put yourself in a position to be considered again or to be considered one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL or the NFC at that. So I really think that Jonathan Gannon should be on the hot seat this year, especially with all the time that we have. I don't think that it should be nothing less than the hot seat for him.
Mitch?
So for Jonathan Gannon, I think I want to see pressure. I want to see blitzing. I mean, were we dead last in blitzing last year? It's like somewhere down there. That was ridiculous. 6 sacks? Come on, man. No, we got to do better than that for the whole season. But we got so many players. We got so many pieces. There's no excuse for Jonathan Gannon at all this year. There is not. He's playing chess. You got to move the pieces in the right direction. Got to use them right. That's the only thing I got to say about that.
Yeah. Trey?
We talking about Gannon or we talking about the offense?
The coaching. Gannon, Sirianni, and Shane.
All right, but all right, so with Gannon, I kind of understood it last year. It was like everybody was screaming blitz, 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 but I mean, like 60 to 70% of the time when we blitz, we got killed on it. So, I mean, I kind of understood, like, we never really got home, like, on too many occasions. You didn't really have the right personnel. You didn't really have blitzing linebackers. So how you gonna blitz and you don't got blitzing linebackers? We never get home and then we get killed. So I mean, I kind of got it, but now it's really no excuse. It's like no excuse for getting it. Like they gave you everything you need. Draft, I mean, trades, they gave you everything you need. I mean, you got a solid secondary that can hold up, and you got a front that can. I feel like they can murder any offensive line in front of them. So, I mean, you got everything you need. There's no excuses this year. I just want to see them put on a show for real, for real. I want to see Jonathan Gannon dominate in that play calling. In the play calling, I mean, I want to see him just any like defense, offensive coordinators don't got a match for it because that's the kind of team we got right now. With the offense, I feel like everybody's just a little bit more with it, and I really didn't like what I seen from the offense last year up until like probably like when we did play Detroit. I didn't like what we seen, and I hope Jonathan Gannon don't try to or whoever calling the play stacking, they don't try to start the season off too cute. Because we still have the offensive line where we can dominate on the ground and kill off play action. I feel like that's where Jalen Hurts gonna make his money at, the play action game. I mean, run, play action. Now you got AJ Brown wide open in the middle. Dallas Goedert wide open in the middle. One of your backs out of the backfield that could eat off of that. I mean, I want to see us still running the football. I want to see a balanced offense. I want to see us just get out there and just be pass happy, just because we see everybody else doing it. Our team is really not constructed. Well, our quarterback is not constructed to throw the football 30 times a game. He's really not. And I know y'all love Jalen Hurts, but that's not his game. So he never did it at Alabama. Oklahoma, it was a little bit easier because of the conference he was in. I mean, they didn't really play defense in that conference. So, I mean, I feel like our offense just got to stay balanced. I mean, the run pass ratio got to be kind of even. It got to be even if it's Jalen Hurts running the ball. I'm fine with that too. As long as he can protect himself, I'm good with that. But we definitely got to stay balanced in that offensive category. I mean, other than that, I mean, Nick Sirianni really got the easiest job. All you got to do is be the overseer. Make sure everything is correct. Make sure everybody doing their job. All your coaches doing their job. And I really hate our wide receiver coach. Like, he is trash. Like, who did he? Bro, this is how I feel about Moorhead.
Aaron Moorhead?
Aaron Moorhead. Go ahead, Trey. Give it to him.
This is how I feel about Moorhead. Who did you develop that wasn't good already?
Facts.
You couldn't develop Rager. I mean, I feel like he's gonna go over there to Minnesota and eat. To be honest, that's my opinion. He gonna go over there and eat just because of the dudes around him. Quez was already good when he came in. He wasn't a great route runner, but I mean, you can't teach speed. Now he just, I mean, touching up on all the fundamental stuff. We all know who Devontae Smith was. Now you got AJ Brown. Your job is so easy. Who did you develop? Nobody. He been what, 3 years? I can't pick a wide receiver he developed. So, I mean, I think we need to kind of change that up too. I mean, but other than that, like I said, the offense got to just stay balanced, 50-50.
Yep. He gets it.
Yo, so the defensive side of the ball, you know, we all know JG is under the most pressure. Shout out to Howie Roseman. You know, he basically, arguably, the best GM in the game right now. Honestly, to go from the type of roster that we had last season to the type of we had so many holes, so many questions that I know we did not think that every position would be addressed, and literally every position was addressed, and he flipped the whole entire defense into something that hella competitive, something that's ranked top five, top three, in my opinion. So I'm looking at all the weapons and tools that's been, grabbed, and I'm looking at it like JG, here you go. He was, the season last year had showed a lot about Coach Nick Sirianni and JG. With Nick Sirianni, it showed that he can adapt. We haven't seen that from JG. JG hasn't shown the ability to, in the middle of the game, switch up a game plan or suddenly start creating pressure or suddenly, start doing something. whatever it is at the beginning of the game is how it's gonna be the whole entire game. It's been plenty of times that matter of fact, I think it was down there every game we had last year where we basically started off the games losing 7-0. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, hey, no excuses. We got all the players. We got all the all the hype more than any more than any team, definitely more than the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? We got more fire, you know what I'm saying, coming into this first game that I'm expecting the defense to be lights out, even better than it was last year with shutting them out 44-6. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the offensive side of the ball. Like I mentioned earlier, Nick Sirianni showed last year that he can adapt, he can change, he can, you know what I'm saying, adjust in the middle of the game. Sometimes I felt like it was too late. The first half looked totally different from the second half. And it kind of put Jalen Hurts in the funky position, and it put a lot of players in the funky position because you go from doing one thing to now all of a sudden, you trying to do this. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like they should have something, saying schemed up where Jalen Hurts is definitely more comfortable. They've been preaching, oh, he's been making quicker decisions, doing this, doing that in training camp. Okay, fine, let's see it. We're going against Detroit Lions. It's been marked in everybody's book as a win. But to me, with the expectations that we have this season, well, I'm expecting NFC Championship appearance or a Super Bowl. With those type of expectations for a championship team, you better come out and dominate the Detroit Lions. After the game, they better be like, oh, that was Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always want to make it seem like one thing after the game, but at the end of this game, it's okay. I'm okay with people just saying, "Oh, that's Detroit," because we supposed to be an NFC Championship team. We supposed to be, a Super Bowl caliber team. That's fine. That's what the story should be. And when those battle test moments come for us this season, I'm expecting the coaches to be the same way, be aggressive. We had plenty of excuses why we couldn't do certain things on defense. Quarterbacks having 80% completion percentages against us. What the fuck? I mean, having record days. That should not ever happen. Not even one time. Not even one time. No excuses for the defensive side of the ball. I'm not really confident in JG, but it's the talent that we acquired that I'm I believe will be enough to make up for his lack of coaching. And I'm expecting the offensive side of the ball to be more fluent, and Jalen Hurts to deliver to all his targets. They was just he just had an interview with Sal Palantonio, and he's basically saying, look, it's basically like he got a Ferrari, but do he know how to drive it? And that was a perfect analogy to the whole situation. He got all the tools and weapons, you know, to be successful. All he needs to do is focus on distributing the ball. Be like how the fuck Nick Foles was. He was beautiful. I mean, beautiful. That playoff run was beautiful. The way he distribute the ball, you never knew what was coming. Torrey Smith, all these guys, you know what I'm saying? So, man, look, just take care of the ball. Offense should be cool. However we start off on defense, that's probably what it's gonna be the whole game.
Yep. Now let's get to our predictions. Let's get to our predictions of the game and our
Hey, real
predictions.
quick. No. I got you. I know we about to hit predictions real quick, but I think you right, Trey, bro. Like this might be the year, man, because we got some option too with that boy Moorhead. I think he under the radar because again, we absolutely stink at developing our own in-house talent. Between that and the cornerbacks, I'm sorry, safeties, all of that. Like we need to check some of that stuff this year. And if they can't get it right, if we ain't developing in those areas, I'm sorry, those position groups got to get checked because we missing way too much on those ends. But go ahead, Cool Cat. Let's go hit these predictions, bro.
Yeah, first, we're going to do two predictions since we talked about early. We're going to do the Detroit Lions Eagles prediction later before we wrap up. But the first prediction we're going to do is the Philadelphia Eagles prediction of our record. So, so me and Mitch already did our prediction on Cool Cat Mitch the podcast 1 o'clock yesterday. Mitch said 11-6, right, Mitch? Yep. And I said 12-5. So me and Mitch already did our prediction yesterday. So I'm gonna ask you guys, besides me and Mitch, what is your record prediction for the season and why? We're gonna start with Notion.
Hey, well, starting this week, we better be 1-0. I'm gonna tell y'all that. But at the same time, look, I got us going this whole season. 13-4 is what I'm standing on. I mean, that's just what I see. So 13-4.
BG, are we going 17-0?
You know we are. We know
Why?
we are. But I will say, like I said, I was 13-4 as well. I don't know. I just feel too much confidence. Like I struggle to get the 4 losses. So I'm gonna bump it up one more notch. And I'm gonna go 14-3.
Yep, JC.
Look, the minimum better be 10-7. Minimum.
Yeah.
Look, if we go less than that, fire somebody before we even get to 10-7. Like en route to 10-7, fire somebody, and let's get to 10-7. But like man, just talking realistic, I see us going 12-5, like 12-5, like 5 losses, and I will drop a video of who we gonna lose to, but 12-5 is my prediction for the season.
DV.
I also got us going 12-5. I really believe that it should be a cakewalk of a season for us to win the division. So yeah, 12-5 for me.
Yep. Trey.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with them. I'm gonna go 12-5. I mean, I was gonna say 11-6, just the benefit of the doubt type thing, but I can't. I don't see 6 losses in the schedule. I mean, even if I could do it 5-6 times and still don't see 6 losses in the schedule. It can happen though, but I just can't see it. I just can't see it. So I'm gonna go with the same record as them.
And Be Gifted.
Oh man, look, I got us going 14-3. With the roster that we got, I'm looking. We won 9 games last season, and that was with not even close to the type of roster that we have this season. And defense wins championship, and the defense is the biggest side of the ball that had the biggest change and flip over. So we basically Super Bowl contenders. You know what I mean? I'm expecting us to be at least 14-3, like I said. I don't expect a lot of hiccups. We got the second easiest schedule in the NFL. I know it's just based off the records that teams had last season. But hey, we starting off 1-0, and I'm expecting we only got a few battle testing games this season, in my opinion. So when those do approach, I expect us to be ready. I'm expecting us to be in the groove, but we definitely have to start off fast. So, but yeah, 14-3.
All right, and finally, it's time to have our predictions for the game against the Detroit Lions. For me, it's like this. I got us winning this game. Okay. I got us. It's going to be close because I'm not sleeping on the Rams. I mean, no, not the Rams. I'm not sleeping.
No one is sleeping on the Rams.
Yeah, them too. But I'm not sleeping on the Detroit Lions. As much as I went off on them this past week and today, no, I can't. So I'm gonna say it's going to be close because it's any given Sunday. So it's going to be 28-20 Birds. That's me because they're going to be fighting close. Because again, with all the hype from Hard Knocks and all the grit that they have, they ain't going to be laying down like dogs. After what I heard from you guys today, you're absolutely right. It ain't going to be a blowout. It's going to be a fight at any given Sunday. So I'm going to say 28-20 Birds. Notion, what you got?
If I gotta throw out again, I think this should be a convincing win, fellas. I still stand on this 10+ at least. So I'm gonna rock with you, Cool Cat. I kind of got that ballpark. I'm gonna say 28 Eagles, 17 Detroit. So
Yeah.
I think we'll jump off early, but they're gonna scrap and fight back towards the end. And that's how I think it's gonna go. I think it'll be a convincing game. 28 Eagles, 17 Detroit.
BG.
Ooh, man. At first,
100-0. BG got us winning.
hey, that's
I think it's
probably
1,000-0.
I'm gonna say it like this. It's gonna be close in the first quarter, and then we're gonna pull away. I'm gonna say 31-14.
Okay. All right. That's blowout territory. So you predicting
Yeah.
blowout. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Blowout. Okay.
That's right.
I mean, just because it's the first game of the season, I'm gonna have to keep it a little close. So I'm gonna go 24-17 Eagles.
Yep. JC.
Look, yo, I'm shocked with BG. Yo, I'm still in shock right now. I had us winning 37-14.
Gee.
But
Blowout.
when is it going to start? Is it going to start in the first half or the second half? That's my only problem. So are we going to go out and jump on them early or going to halftime being a close game like we was against the Falcons and it came out and blew their backs out? So 37-14, I had the Eagles winning, but when are we going to blow them out? The first half or second half?
DV.
We've
So I
been a
got
pretty good second half team for the most part though, JC. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
we have.
I got us going. We're going to win this game 35-21. I think that the Lions score maybe like twice, maybe once, and if they have 14 already, they're going to score once in like garbage time. But it's going to be 35. The game is already going to be sealed. It's going to be 35-21.
Mitch.
I got 24-18 Eagles. It's going to be a close game. I'm not underestimating the Lions. They did get better. Some people have them finishing second in their division. So I'm just saying, that's not me. I don't have the Lions in second. So, yeah, 28-14.
And D Gifted.
I mean, 24-18.
Yeah. D Gifted.
I'm gonna have to go. I think we're gonna win convincingly, 21 plus points, or maybe close to it. I'm gonna say 35-17. I think this should be, everything we wanted. There's no reason we should come out slow. Whatever it is, Nick Sirianni and JG trying to do, they better be doing it because they got these excuses of not wanting to show their hand and less time practicing. Woo woo. Well, okay. Well, now you got a Super Bowl type of team, so you better come out with some fire.
Exactly. And with that, guys, listen. Any final thoughts from everybody? No, Trey, your final thoughts?
I just want y'all to kind of like recognize what Nick Sirianni actually doing right now. He like, bro, this dude is like a leader of men. Like if you watch like the off-season stuff, everybody on this team love him. It looked like they right through a brick wall for this dude. Like that's the kind of coach you need. He can rally the troops. He don't gotta really be involved in the offense and defense too much, but he's just a motivator. He can speak to these dudes. He can get them hyped up. And I see
He
all
ain't
that
on the field.
from Nick Sirianni, bro. It's like, I mean, and that's where you get the special teams from. Because once dudes love playing for you, they'll do anything for you. Anything for you as long as you telling them the right stuff. So I feel like he's building a great culture over here. I mean, we got a lot of talent on this football team. There's no reason we shouldn't have a successful season this year. I mean, fly, Eagles, fly.
Yep. D Gifted.
Hey man, just to piggyback off what he said, he talking all that stuff about the coach, which is true. That's absolutely true. And that's exactly the same way Muggs feel about Jalen Hurts. So you got a dynamic of a head coach and a quarterback where players want to play for Jalen Hurts. Everybody talks about this guy. Me, I personally love the guy. I love his attitude. I love his mindset. I love listening to his press conference. I know, this guy has a great heart. So guys want to run through a brick wall for this man. You got Jason Kelsey even willing to come back and contend because he believed in Jalen Hurts. So ultimately, I'm like, man, this should be a fucking great season. I honestly believe it's a setup for a dynasty, because Jalen Hurts is a young quarterback. You got Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner. Hasn't been done since 2009, I believe. And then you got, just some studs. Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean. The thing that they all have in common, these guys are coming from championship like coaches. The culture matters. When it comes to a dynasty, the culture matters. And the guys that's on this team are not guys that's coming on this team and just gonna leave. The guys that I mentioned are players that are going to be here for the long haul. The CJ move, we finna extend him. We have went from the oldest team in the NFL to one of the youngest teams in the NFL. So with that being said, man, we have a great culture, great players. The dynasty starts this season, and it starts with the Detroit Lions. We need to come out and dominate. It's like my man said, you got a coaching staff where guys want to play for him and rally around him, and the same exact thing for Jalen Hurts, which is the biggest thing, something we didn't even see from Carson Wentz. So, hey, that's how I feel about it.
Yep. Mitch, you're muted, Mitch.
Yeah, I got that. It's finally here. I can't believe it's finally here. I'm so excited. And the talk is done. The talking's done. We got to wait for it to see out on the field. Do I have confidence in this team? Yes. Is it going to be like really great? Is it going to be extravagant? I don't know. I need to see how they are first. But for me, I'm excited. Can't wait.
Yep. EV, thanks for coming. What's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is basically we go out here and get this win. We don't have anything to say, but what we could have done better after the game and the postseason game. I don't really want to dwell on the first game mistakes. I want us to get better each and every week to become what we know that they could become. So overall, man, we're gonna have a decent week. Thursday night football is Thursday. Cannot wait. I'm happy that football is back.
JC, you're muted, man.
My final thought is this: is I have a dream that the Philadelphia Eagles
Uh-oh.
will win the NFC East and go
Okay.
on to the NFC Championship. But listen to this, though. This is going to be a special season. I want every Eagle fan that's listening.
Listen.
Is unheard of. We actually have to face 7, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, 7.
Okay, LeBron.
For Eagles this season. From the Jason Peters, from the Zach Hurd, from Jalen Rager, from the coaches. This season, to go through this gauntlet and come out successful, winning the NFC East, this is going to be a special season. We are underdogs in our own way because we let these guys go. Imagine if these teams come and beat us with these same guys. Holy mackerel. Like, hey, fire Howie. Get rid of Jeffrey Lurie. I'm telling you right now, we made the biggest mistake of all, but I'm not going to go there. This is going to be a special season. So if you're not on the bandwagon, jump on now because the boat, the train, the ship, whatever you want to say, and whatever you want to say to jump on is leaving in about 4 days. The season actually starts for the NFL. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a special season. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to surprise a lot of teams. Dogfight. the Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, but it's all about how you win the game. A blowout, a close game, you win to survive to see another Sunday. So this is a special season, and jump on while you can, folks, and go grab your Eagles gear and go Birds.
Nosa Gang, your final thoughts?
Man, I think JC kind of hit some of it right there. I mean, everybody, y'all listen. Last call is now. The season's about to start. Choose what side you about to be on. Is this, we got Jalen Hurts as the quarterback. We need you. Look, I ain't trying to hear this, this back and forth. We don't know how we gonna cheer or support our quarterback throughout this season. We all in right now. So we know the team we rocking with. I'm pushing my chips all in regardless. Come win, lose, or draw. We still gonna represent this team. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, we lose to these Detroit Lions week 1. Fellas, it ain't gonna be. I'm gonna rip this team up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't wait for this coming Sunday so we can shock this world. We got one goal we after. Hey, anything else? Hey, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all know what it is. We chasing goals out here. So I'm excited, ready for this season to start. Hey, the Lions, y'all on the menu week 1. Sorry for it, but it's coming at y'all. So
and
hey,
BT,
eat them up.
Yes, sir.
Listen, guys, you guys heard me talk all off season. You know what type of special year I think it is. I just want everybody to get excited. We had our time to doubt, this off season. Wait for the moves to be made, and down they're made. We're here at week 1. It's time to just support our team with everything we got. Let's not have some of the doubts. Let's eliminate all doubts. Let's think our team is the best team in the NFL because I believe it is. Let's think our team is going to be the most dominant team in the league this year, which they will be. And let's go have some fun and watch some Eagles football.
And for me, it's simple. I want the Philadelphia Eagles to show this National Football League that you are the rightful heir to the throne, that you deserve that Lambo, that ring, a championship belt. You deserve to be in the playoffs. You deserve to take this god-awful division. You deserve to be one of the 7 teams to fight for a Super Bowl. You deserve to get your goddamn respect, because if they don't, because in the words of the legendary DJ Khaled, they don't believe in us. God did. So simple as that. Go out there, feast on the Detroit Lions. Let's get this win. Eagles Nation, listen, you got 2 choices. You either get on board the Hurts season train. You either get on board the Philadelphia Eagles train. You either put your hand over your heart, say Jalen, AJ, Devontae, and Chad we trust, or go be a Cowboy fan. Go be a Giant fan. Go be a fan of the Patrick Mahomes or the Josh Allens or the Jason Peters or whoever you want. Put your hand over your heart and simply say, "And Chad we trust." Simple. And with that, Eagles Nation, we are almost 2 hours in.
Cowboys!
Jalen freaking Hurts.
Yeah, damn right. In Jad we trust. Jalen freaking. And with that, Eagles Nation, thank y'all for coming to Broad Street. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe, and comment to the Birds of Broad Street channel, to all of our channels. Listen, 6 days, Eagles Nation. Get y'all some rest, relax, and enjoy it. Don't worry about no street rats. Don't worry about no Giants or no Washington Commanders. Your number 1 focus this week is the
Cowboys.
Exactly. Your number 1 focus is the Detroit Lions. You will deal with them Jersey Giants, them Washington Commanders, and the street rat pack when you get there. And with that, thanks to JC, thanks to DV, thanks to Mitch and D Gifted for coming to Broad Street with Trigger Trey, Ricky Rose Rock, with BG31, your boy Mizzy Miz, Cool Cat Con, YouTube representing the Birds, and the leader of Notion Gang, Philly, Notion Gang. We're 2 hours in, since home.
You already know what time it is, gang. Listen, y'all have yourselves a safe and fantastic Eagles Day. It's always fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, y'all know what it is. Go
keep the nose down. Yes, sir.